Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. It's Saturday, and I've been doing movie night on Saturdays for the past few weeks. We just finished watching Five Nights at Freddy's and Wish. When I'm done with this video, we're gonna watch Trolls, and this week's main event is Wonka. I did my makeup special today because someone in my Discord sent me this story called "Am I the asshole for letting my son dye his hair the color of the Bi Pride flag and talk back to his aunt? Mind the trigger warning." And that's why I did my makeup this way. These are the colors that he got his hair done. Grab your vibes and your delights and let's jump in. I, 47 male, have a 16-year-old son. My wife passed away about 5 years ago, so it's just us now. I have a younger sister, 39 female, who is very conservative, and although she isn't outright homophobic or racist, she does make it pretty clear what she thinks. Funnily enough, her husband divorced her about a year ago after being married for 20 years and having 3 children together, all older than my son, and he is now engaged to another man. No lie, I have actually heard this happening within my own personal life at least 3 times. And I've seen plenty of stories of the same thing happening. It's not that uncommon. Back to the story though. She's clearly deeply upset about this, so no one talks about it. Recently, my son approached me and asked if he could bleach his hair and dye it the colors of the Bi Pride flag. Obviously, this was a surprise as he's never been interested in that sort of thing before, so I asked why, and he told me a girl at his school had been severely bullied for coming out as bi, and now a group of students were all going to dye their hair as a support thing. Aw, how cute. My wife and I had always agreed that there would be no major changes of appearance like hair dye, tattoos, piercings, etc. till he was 18, but this seemed like a good reason to break that rule, and I was proud that he was standing up for a fellow student, so I let him and paid for it. Okay, Dad, okay. My parents knew about this, but up until last weekend, my sister didn't. We had a family barbecue that I hosted, and she was horrified when she saw his hair. She told me he needed to go dye his hair brown again before he influenced the younger children of the family into sin. I'm just like, how would they have even known? You know what I mean? Like, she's the one who brought it up. Anyway, I basically told her to piss off and that it was none of her business, damn. And also, he hosting, that's his house. Why are you doing this? This isn't even your house. She then confronted him with a hat and said if he didn't wear it, then she'd kick him out of the barbecue that I was host. Okay, I was like, hold up. Also, why the fuck I gotta wear a hat at my house? If I wanted to wear a hat, that's one thing, but he clearly didn't. I'm not gonna be made uncomfortable in my house. You know what I mean? She must have forgot. And that his appearance, the blue, purple, and pink hair, was going to turn his younger cousins gay. At which point my son loudly said, "Oh yes," because God forbid that they divorce their miserable because God forbid that they divorce their miserable wives so they can be happy with men. My sister burst into tears and stormed. Some about glass houses, some about mind your fucking business, bitch. Like, baby know how to clap back, okay? Our parents obviously weren't thrilled, but don't blame my son and my brother, the one with the young kids, 4 and 6, thought it was hysterical, God. Like, even the parents didn't even care. Like, oh my God. The next day, my sister called me wanting to know what my son's punishment was. What? Again, my house. My house. Like, you have no power here. I told her there was none. She attacked him first. He had the right to defend himself. She's now refusing to talk to me and is at our parents' house, apparently completely distraught and beside herself. Our parents are mad at me now for being inconsiderate of her feelings and pointed out that I was a complete mess when my wife passed, and my sister was very supportive of me. So now I'm beginning to think I'm the asshole here. That's not even the same thing. Your spouse, your partner passed away. Her husband left her because he found himself. She chose not to deal with what happened. Y'all placated her by not talking. You and your son are apparently doing really good. This is not the same. And then the OP wrote an update, and I really don't give a shit about that lady now. Let's go. Let's keep going. to add, lots of people seem to think my sister's homophobia has developed since her ex-husband met his new partner. It hasn't. She has always been like this. Her homophobia has nothing to do with her divorce. Her divorce happened because she's an irresponsible spender who kept investing in MLMs until they were forced to sell their car in order to pay her debt. And not like a whole trad wife thing, like MLMs and like trad life, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was all connected. As far as I'm aware, he never cheated on her, although she cheated on him twice. And she's the kind of person who would tell everyone in order to get sympathy. Nah, the worst kind of individual. We keep going. If she apologizes to my son for the things she said, then yes, I'll ask him to apologize to her. He's already confessed to me that he feels guilty for what he said. However, I think an apology from her is unlikely, and without one, I don't feel like she's owed an apology, okay? Also, little baby, aw. That kid has the power of the clapback, and he's gonna be too afraid to use it. It's okay, young child. Use it responsibly. We believe in you. You were not wrong. 3, I don't think she recognized his hair as the bi pride flag specifically. She just doesn't approve of dyed hair, especially pink and purple on a boy. I had an argument with her many, many years ago because I let her daughter, at the time 12, she's now 22, paint my nails pink while I was watching her 3 kids for her. And she went mental at me for setting a bad example for her sons. It's just paint, just like it's makeup, just like it's clothes. People are so weird. Too much energy, okay? Too much. All of the comments were in big support of him supporting his son, but I did pick these 2. Not the asshole. You are wrong about something though. You claim your sister isn't outright homophobic, but her behavior toward your son is the definition of outright homophobic. She acted despicably. If she's having trouble processing her feelings about her ex-husband, she needs to be working those out in therapy, not harassing a teenager over the color of his hair. Good for you for supporting your son. This person says, this is what I thought. If telling the son that he had to cover up or leave because his hair was going to turn his younger cousins gay wasn't outright homophobic, then what is? Do weapons need to be brandished? Not the asshole for everything else. And most of the comment section was just like that. All right, y'all, time to get back to movie night. Drop in, say hi, send me a rose. I can't wait to see you then.